This is Haftom Abadi. We met Haftom in the dialysis center at Aider Comprehensive Specialized Hospital. Haftom says the problem with his kidney began following a car accident years ago, which left him half paralyzed. Haftom has been in dialysis care at Aider for more than 4 years now. Before the start of the war, Haftom used to get service twice a week. But now, Haftom says him and other patients are struggling to get service at all.
أوصومن كل تشاعنا قبرنا ياو جنزونا خفرنا أنا dialysis نقبلنا هنا.
Before all of this, we used to get services twice a week. We paid 1,250 birr each time. I covered this with my monthly salary, but now due to the siege, it's impossible to get services at all. Almost all our friends have died and we are waiting in line.
Haftom says the blockade on essential items and the discontinuation of basic services has severely affected the capacity of patients to access health care.
The
discontinuation of services like electric and running water has also severely affected us. You came to dialysis without electricity. We discontinue the services if we can't find electricity or fuel to run a generator. You can't even find an alternative since this is the only dialysis center in the region. Due to all this, we are leading a very difficult life.
We have
patients who come from different parts of Tigray. We have patients who come from Shira, Skede, Tsimbla, Macho, Alamata, and so on. They suffer due to lack of transportation. They either have no money to pay for transportation or there is no fuel, so they don't get one. Some of them get here after it is too late. It is really hard.
Haftom tells us that as a result of the discontinuation of basic services and lack of medical supplies, he lost 45 of 60 members of his support group, explaining that no amount of aid that reached Tigray can undo the damage that has already been done.
International organizations like ICRC give us some support, but much of the support has come after the damage has already been done. After all our friends are dead. After all, our hope's gone. More than 45 out of 60 of our members are dead because of the siege.
Haftom also explains the psychological toll of losing so many friends. He says it's been as much of a strain as the physical wounds.
The mental strain is hard. Watching patients beside you die on daily basis and knowing you are next is very hard. When we get medication for a month or so, we became hopeful. But we also worry about what we will do after that batch is finished.
Haftom calls on the world to do what it can to save the life of the many in need.
There are only few of us remaining. Out of 60 patients, only 17 or so patients are still getting dialysis here. What's done is done, but more needs to be done to save the lives of those of us that still remains. There are people with bright future and hope here. Please help us by bringing this blockade to an end and donating medicine and medical supplies to health facilities.